Okay, so this is now part 3 of the microscope exercise from within Pearson. And I understand by some of your comments that some of the controls are a little tricky to use. At this point, just a few minutes ago, I actually used the coarse focusing knob to bring this image into focus. And I noticed that what happens, and I think many of you have already pointed that out, is that you get a check mark once you get it focused. I cannot get back because I get a warning that I have already completed that step. So using the fine focusing knob, let me see if I can demonstrate how that focus check mark shows up. So here we go. I'm going to click on that, slowly move it in one direction or the other. See it disappearing right there. So that tells me that I'm going in the wrong direction. So I'm going to start heading back in the opposite direction, which in this case is actually counterclockwise as far as I can tell. Now I'm beginning to see the image show up. So I'm watching also, in addition to the image, that little word focus to see if I see a check mark. So here we go. I'm trying again, a little bit more. That looks sharper. And there it is. I'm going to stop right now. I see the check mark. Now it just changed to contrast. So we're done with the focusing. Now we need to enhance the contrast. And according to the instructions, what we need to do is adjust the iris diaphragm to maximize contrast. Now that is down here and is this lever. So once again, I'm going to be watching this word contrast until a check mark shows up, because that's what the simulation wants you to do. Okay, so here we go. Sliding it in one direction, more light is coming in, and all of a sudden right there I see the check mark. Let me see if I can go past that to make it more bright. Yes, so the check mark disappears and is maybe not as sharp. I don't see a big difference, but again, because this is a simulation, we just need to go until you show up. I mean, you see that contrast check mark. Now let's see what is it. So 4 times 10, which is the magnification of the ocular. So this is the objective, this is the ocular, that gives you 40. So let's fix that and resubmit. And the feedback tells me that I'm correct. So let's go to the next step. We're going to switch now objectives. So now we are going to the 10x objective, and for that we need to rotate this until that snaps into place. That's the blue one is 40x, the yellow one is typically 10x. So there it is, check mark. Now using only the fine focusing knob, because once you use the coarse focusing knob, as we did in the first step, although I did not show you that, you're done with, you're finished with that knob. You don't want to touch this knob again, because it is not necessary. Most microscopes are designed so that now, to make your job easier, you just play with the fine focusing knob. So let's rotate that. And again, we're going to be looking for the word focus to show up. And look at that. Here it tells us the real magnification, so we know it's 100x. Okay, so here I go, turning one way. I see that I'm going in the right direction because I see something on the screen, on the actual field of, what is it called? The field of view. So I'm going to keep going until I see a check mark. Keep going a little bit more, and there is a check mark. So now they want again to adjust the iris for contrast. So less light doesn't work, more light, and there is a check mark. So we're done with that. Now we proceed with the 40x So rotate, put in place. Once again, only using the fine focusing knob, we're going to bring this into sharp focus. I can see that that's becoming clear and more clear. There it is. Now we are at 400x magnification. What do they want? They also want more light or less light. So we're enhancing the contrast. There it is. Check mark on the contrast. And now we're going to prepare for the immersion oil. So we're going to rotate the nose piece to the 100x, but not quite to snap it. We're going to leave it halfway as the instructions tells me. Stop right there. See how it's not on the slide? So now we're supposed to add this oil to the slide. So we're going to pick up the immersion oil, and I don't know if this works that well. So I'm going to grab it, hover, is that the correct pronunciation? I guess put it on top of the slide, you know what I mean. And I'm gonna let go of that, then start adding the oil. I can actually see that there's a droplet of oil there. I'm gonna close that, I don't need to replay it. And let's see what happens next. So now we switch back. We're gonna rotate the nose piece so the 100x is in place. And then we're gonna return the bottle to its place. That's kind of cute. And using only the fine focusing knob, let's make this image sharp. So here we go. Slowly, slowly, slowly. This is actually a little bit easier than in real life, believe it or not. In real life, many times we struggle with this part, because it's hard to focus it to a sharp image. So here I am encountering a little bit of glitches on the knob, but I'm beginning to see that it's getting sharper. I don't see the check mark showing up yet, so I just went past it and I did not see the check mark. So I'm gonna go back very slowly. So this is kind of tricky. There we go. There. If I were in the real lab, I would say that this is super sharp. But let me keep going a little bit more counterclockwise. There. I see now the check mark. So that's what they consider perfectly focused. Okay, what is next? I think we are done using the microscope control, so we can move to part 7. If you have any questions, again, keep in mind that this is a matter of being patient. You're looking for those check marks to make sure that you have accomplished the goal of the particular step. Thank you.